All right, hey guys, and welcome to my walkthrough of CCNA version 7 study guide. So this test was put together as a school project for CMO's networking classes. The goal of this test is to be as close to the actual version of the CCNA as possible, um, using the same type of questions someone would see on the real CCNA, as well as random question from a question bank that gives you a fresh test each time you take it. So every time you take it, there's going to be a whole batch of questions. I have a massive question bank for you guys, so hopefully you guys don't get bored of it or learn it, which I guess is the goal. So if you're enrolled with CMO and you're interested in taking the CCNA certification, you've most likely been through or are planning on taking some TN classes. The CCNA is pretty much based around the TN 275, which is Introduction to Networking, TN 375, which is Routing and Switching Essentials, and TN 475, which is Enterprise Networking Security and Automation. Now, I took 475. Some of the upperclassmen who are about to graduate also took 475. I am not sure when they got rid of that class. I looked it up the other day because I was trying to find the name of it, and it was not on the curriculum or a lookup class on the portal. So, not sure where that went. Either way, I still have the information that you guys need for the test, uh, but you'll just have to answer or ask your advisor about that. So, as you can see on the screen, about 75% of the CCNA is going to be on IP foundation, network fundamentals, network access, IP connectivity, and IP services. 10% is going to be on automation and programmability, and then 15% is just on security. So the CCNA is about 100 to 120 questions long. It includes multiple choice, drag and drop, fill in the blank, simulation, and simlet and testlet. Um, the testlet was kind of described to me as a, let's say it's just a test question that involves the simulation. So let's say they ask you to do like a show run command and they want you to find an interface IP address, and then you answer the question with that IP address or something like that along those lines. Um, so the study guide that I have created is all multiple choice. They are personally a weakness of mine. I hate multiple choice questions. Just never do good on them, it seems like. So they are my kryptonite, and that is why I wanted to work on them with the study guide, which partly goes into why I made this. So I made this study guide because I personally have not taken the CCNA certification test, and my goal is to graduate CMO with my bachelor's degree in technology management and then complete this CCNA certification. My goal was to, before 563, my goal was to create my own study guide and then also do the boot camp that CMO kind of used to offer. You'll have to check to see when this video is made because it's not offered right now. But again, ask your advisor. Uh, so whenever I found out I couldn't take the CCNA boot camp, I wanted my own study guide. And then uh, TN 563 came around, and we were forced to do a project that would help future networking students to learn since we don't really have tutors. Uh, After that, I discovered Class Marker, and yeah, I made this study guide. So it's a win-win situation for me. I got a good grade, I have my own study guide, and I can share with everyone else. So Class Marker, um, free website tool. It was at first glance super easy to use. It looked professional. There was a free version, which was the biggest uh, thing to this, and I have the ability to create groups, the ability to create links. It was easy registration for everybody, and you could save and finish later, which was some big points that I wanted this study guide to have, just to make it easy on everyone. So you can see here are 4 tests that I have made. This is updated now. This is an old screenshot, but you can see this is 275 and then 375, and then you have 475. So pretty much course 1 is Introduction to Networks, and then course 2, oh, where's my mouse? There we go. Let's see. Course 2 is Routing and Switching Essentials right here. And then you have TN475, which is Enterprise Networking, Security, and Automation, which is right here. So you can kind of see that these line up with the 3 courses. And then you have the full guide right here, which is the combination of all 3 to the actual study guide. So all this information that you see here is what's on the new CCNA. These are the updated content right here. You can see all these highlighted stuff. That's what's new to the new version CCNA. So that's what you guys should work on. Test settings. Here we can see some test settings here. I just wanted to show you guys what I could do with the test if you guys wanted anything changed. But you know, the big stuff was unlimited attempts. Uh, you can resume later, and then question corrections for wrong answers. So whenever you finish the 50 questions, or it depends on the test, but let's say you do the full study guide. If you finish those 50 questions, it will instantly grade it and then tell you all your right and wrong answers. And then I gave it a accurate passing mark around 80%, which is around what you need to pass the CCNA. So you can see that the test, this is what the test looks like. This is just an example. So whenever you guys take this test, you will not have the first question or the second question. It's all going to be randomized. And then at the end, you can see we got these questions wrong, and then it shows you the right answers here. So, oh, let me go back ahead. So just to tell you a little bit more about my test, it's 50 questions when you take the full study guide. There's 667 questions in the question bank, and all the tests are set to unlimited tries for the group. You can resume later since you're a registered user. You have to be registered for the test. And then yeah, I did mention that once you complete all the 50 questions, you can review the correct answers. So go back over here. So how you can join. Um, with this video, there will be a little document, like a README document, and from there, you'll have to request a code from an email. Depending on when you watch this video, it will be, for now, it will be my email, but I'll graduate someday, hopefully, and then it will be someone else's email. So I'm not sure if that's going to be faculty, could be Robbie, could be Dave, who knows, depending on when you watch this video, but this is what it's going to kind of look like. You're going to go to this URL, then you're going to select the test taker option, and then you'll register with a code that kind of looks like this. So once you're in, I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do it, and then you guys can see the test in real life. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And we'll head over to the test. Let's see here. Here's my new code. And when you guys will just have to email me. Each code is unique. So that's the only down part I have found about this is I gotta kind of keep track of who I give codes to. And it's not too bad. I can delete users too as we go. Um, but I'm not sure how many people are going to be using this, so it hasn't been tested fully yet. And here we go. Whoops. So this is just a random guinea pig. Oh, oops. All right. So registration code you put up here, first and last name, username, password, email address, and then of course agree. You register, and uh, and then you're right here. Oh, I don't know what happened. I would take that out. Let's see. Sorry, boys and girls. It's taking a little bit longer than I thought. Okay, we're in, finally. Now, I can't control these. Don't click these start buttons. They are ads. They'll take you somewhere you don't want to go. So, you can see CCNA Course 1 is here. CCNA Course 2 is right here. And then you have CCNA Course 3. All of these have a different number of questions. You can see Course 1, it's all 275. It's going to be about 251 questions. If you guys need to practice certain tests more or certain sections, maybe you need to test Course 1 a little bit more or study Course 2 a little bit more, you guys can definitely do that. Here's 220 questions here, and then I think you have about 190 questions right there. So when you get to the full guide, you can start. You can see it has no time limit. Here's the number of questions. Numbers of attempts is unlimited. Will allow you to save and finish at a later date, and you can start it. So you can see question 1. When a range of ports is being configured on Ether channel, which mode will configure LACP on the port only if the port receives LACP packets from another device? Oh, and I've never gotten this question before. I accidentally wrote the answer on this one, but we'll go back and we can also resume now too. So resume, you can pick all these. You have to pick all of them, but you get the gist. save and finish later, and then go back and you can resume now whenever you come back to it. Whenever you finish it is when it will restart. So you'll just have to finish the test, unfortunately. You'll have to do the 50 questions and then it will reset the number or reset the questions for you. But yeah, there will be a documentation or a document with my information on it, and you can email me if you guys have any questions. All right, thanks.